Hi, I'm Claudia. I'm with the software support team at the Advantage Software Company. Today I'll show you how to go paperless with accounts payable. This webinar will cover the setup requirements and the processing on how to do that. Going paperless is a great benefit as it allows you to communicate electronically without ever having to leave the comfort of your desk, your couch, or even your kitchen table. You can even do this while you're in your pajamas. The idea is to be able to communicate instantly with your AP approvers. And since everything is electronic, the information is readily available when you need it. As you already know, accounts payable invoices can be manually entered or imported. Before getting started with the process and setup, request that your vendors send your invoices electronically, and then you can save them to the desired location as you receive them. If you're hosted, they will need to be placed in the appropriate folder in FileZilla. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to talk about first when you're entering invoices manually. So at this point, you've received your electronic invoices and you've saved them, so you're ready to enter your invoices. I've actually entered mine already so that we can save a little bit of time. The first step would be to use your search options and choose By Invoice. The next step will be to use any of the available filters to find the invoices or to get a list of the invoices that you want to upload the documents for. I am using entry date because that's what works for me. But you can use any one of these filters up here, especially if you have a lot of invoices. That would be a very good thing to be able to filter by any of these categories here. The next thing I would do is click on the Documents view right here. With this current setup, I have all of the invoices I entered available to me on the left. And because I clicked on Documents view, I don't have to click on the Documents tab every time that I click on another invoice to upload the next document. The Documents view conveniently keeps me on the Documents tab. So I'm going to select my first invoice on the left. Again, I'm already on the Documents tab here, so I can immediately click on the Upload button. I'm going to select my file, and I'm going to upload. I'm going to click on my next invoice, click on Upload, select my file, and upload. And it's really that quick and easy with this setup. So at this point, I've manually entered my invoices. I've uploaded all of my documents. So now I'm ready to get the ball rolling to get my approvals. And the good news is you don't even have to leave the screen here. I can do it straight from accounts payable. Keep in mind that an assignment template must be created first. This can be done in Web Manage, Maintenance, Project Management, Workflow. I've already set up my assignment template, so I'm ready to route my approvals, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to that. If you look here at the top, there's an alerts icon. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to choose New Alert Assignment from the menu. I'm going to give it a moment. Based on my template, it'll immediately put in my defaults. So I've got my template is my AP approval. My first state is approval review, and I'm going to choose the person that I want to send this to. I can change my subject if I need to. And I've done that. And now I can just send it. So what will happen now is that the approver will receive the alert with a copy of the invoice document that I've attached. So I'm going to my approver. I'm going to refresh my screen here. And here you can see the alert that I received with a copy of the invoice, which the approver can sign digitally. And I'll show you here in a second how, by clicking on this S. When the approver signs digitally, a comment is made to the alert to show that it was signed by the approver. You can see that here. The approver can now approve the invoice, and I'm approving it with no changes. I do have two different states here. And I'm going to send this back to the accounting team. Another thing to keep in mind is that for the digital signature to work, the documents must be uploaded as PDFs. So at this point, my accounting team has received the alert, so they know that they've got it. And what they can do is use the same accounts payable screen with a different search option to find all of the invoices that have been approved. So I'm going to use by alert status. I'm going to open this up a little bit here. And if we look at the status here, at the state here, I can use my filter, change it to approved. Maybe I just want to go ahead and do those first. And I can now remove them from hold, take off the hold option, and now I can pay them. I can pay my vendors. So you can see how using the assignments to route approval saves time and money, since it's faster than manually printing out reports, walking them over to the approvers, and then waiting to get those approvals back from the approvers. Plus, using the assignment ensures that you have an electronic trail of the approver, and you can always come in here and check the status of the invoices anytime that you want. Let's move on and talk a little bit about the 4A's broadcast AP invoice importing and touch on some of the points that will also save you time and money. Instead of getting hard copies of invoices and having to scan them, vendors like TVinvoices.com, RadioInvoices.com, SpotCable.com, and others are able to send you the electronic file in a .txt or a .by format, along with a copy of the invoice as a PDF. Or you can also download them from these websites. So if you've downloaded the AP files, they can be selected and imported to create the payables. To help save even more time, there is another option. Vendors can email the invoice file and the PDF, and these can be automatically brought into the AP import staging table, which is what we're looking at here. You can even be notified that these files are ready for you via email, and all you would have to do is turn on the Advantage Services email listener and establish a listener email account. As a plus, when the vendor sends both the electronic file and the PDF copy together, the PDF invoice will automatically be attached to the invoice. Since these files are automatically imported, these invoices are ready for you in batches in the AP import. They would look like this right here. And you would just choose your batch and work on it. So the first thing it does when you are done importing these AP files is it creates the accounts payable based on the information here. And then second, it also imports all of the spot details like rate, runtime, date, length, etc., that you will later be able to compare to what your buyers actually ordered. There are settings that you can establish that will conveniently place the AP on payment hold and in a pending approval status automatically in agency maintenance. Once it is imported, there are additional options to send an alert and email automatically to the media buyer for AP approval based on setup and advantage services. So I'm going to close this and move on to the next item. I do want to quickly talk about approving invoices in your media manager, but that does mean that you must have a Media Tools license. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up while we talk here. The Media Manager is a very convenient tool as it has all details of the orders, including the AP details, the broadcast spot details, and documents all in one place. So you can see here, there is a tab that is specific to the AP details. AP invoices, the transactions, the checks written, the documents. The other convenience about the Media Manager is that your approvers can easily do all of the spot detail matching and approve invoices within this module. I'm going to go ahead and pick an order. I'm going to choose my selection here, and I'm going to approve invoices. So here they can see all the details for the orders and the invoices without having to leave the Media Manager. And you can see my details here. If invoices have been uploaded for this, you would also be able to see the document here. So just go to AP Invoice Detail, and here's your document. And then depending on your settings, once the invoices have been approved by your buyers, the invoices will automatically come off of payment hold, and an alert email can be sent to the accounts payable user to notify them of the approval status. So it's actually really that simple no matter where you are. All in all, there is really no need to print any documents when you're doing your accounts payable. You save time, you save money, and everything you've done is readily available at a moment's notice because it's all in Advantage. If you have any questions, please contact software support and we'll be happy to help you.